Hello, you beautiful people of YouTube. It's me, your friend, Wayman. Now, seasonal anime is something that I've been interested in for the past year. I watched 11 seasonals last year, and I'm gonna be ranking all of them. Yes. So, number 11. The worst seasonal of last year goes to... My unique skill makes me overpowered even at level 1. This show I didn't like, which is funny because I had fun with every other seasonal, which is really interesting. Now, saying that I didn't like this show, does that mean I feel like this is a terrible show? Nope. I like this one a lot, but not to the point of me enjoying it. There's stuff to love about this one. Eve is amazing. Ryota's pretty cool. Gun with freaking, and the idea of the drop rates was pretty interesting. The stuff I didn't enjoy is pretty easy to know. Number 1, I felt like the harem aspect was not that important. Like, he really only follows Henri and the dragon lady. I forgot what her name is. And the fact that freaking, what's it called? That his gun is super overpowered, has healing bullets, was definitely not great, but it was okay. Alright, so in the beginning of this list, these next 2 shows can honestly be swapped for me, and I really want to discuss them, but I'm gonna give the least edge to the Aristocrats' Otherworldly Adventure, serving gods who go too far. Yes, I watch Isekai a lot. Deal with it. Now, the thing about Aristocrats' Otherworldly Adventure is it's a fun little comedy with some hilarious elements to it, but some of the things about the show are just first off, Trina Nishimura, you're great. You're freaking Mikasa Ackerman, so you're fine in my books, but I didn't like you as Kane Von Silford. I'm sorry, ma'am. And then also the fact is, the way the dude just the way that he gets all his powers and stuff is just kind of hilarious. And I felt like the fact that he had four love interests is just, and across different ages too, and Kane's 12 throughout the entire series, was just pretty hilariously weird. And it was just a pretty interestingly bad show, but I actually enjoyed my time with this one, unlike my unique skill, so that's why it gets number 10. So, number 9 goes to my one-hit kill sister from Spring. And yes, Spring had a lot of more stinkers for me, but I also watched 6 out of the 11 I watched were Spring seasonals. 3 were fall, 1 was winter, and 1 summer, so yeah. So anyways, this show is really interesting, because first off, when you're doing this stuff where the sister is being overly lover of your brother, it sucks. But when you get to the fact that they actually hit that animation budget god for the freaking battle animation, it is so freaking sweet. I also really like Maya, what's his name? The Askabi? It's something like that. Probably posted. And Kill Maria's kind of dynamic is pretty fun. And I like how the dude just isekai himself, and his little sister just kept banging. His older sister kept banging her head to freaking come into the isekai world with him. That was pretty hilarious. But aside from that, nothing really much to say. Mid. I mean, it's not mid, but it was just alright. And it's the only subbed-only show I watched across the entire year. Sorry, guys. I know Fashion for Heroes is probably right up my alley. Same with some other stuff. Also, yeah. So, yeah, that's that one. Other thing I want to say about it is the fact that, I really felt like that I didn't really like Sophie. She is kind of not my favorite, but it was alright. Just pretty normal. Alright, now we're on the more positive stuff. Number 8 is Kamikatsu, working for God in a godless world. Kamikatsu is like, this one is hilarious because like, dude, the way Yukato basically isekais himself because he wants to get away from his dad's cult, and then he has to freaking start a religion is like hilarious. I find that one to be really ironically funny, but I feel like that was the point. I also really like freaking Roy. Roy is the best character in the show. And the fact is, this world is just kind of hilarious because the way the gods use. And I mean, they fell off for me a little bit when it got like more sci-fi, but it was still a really fun show, and it had a lot of interesting and pretty fun, hilarious moments. I also really like Mitama. She's cute. She's like the very big like moe candy for this show, and that was pretty good. I didn't really like like that they kill off people at the time. That one didn't seem very great, but I thought it was alright. Pretty good. Alright, Girlfriend Season 2 is pretty great. I love Nagase, I love Minase, I love Mukai, I love Saki, I love Hoshinaki, and I love Kiryu. I love all of them very much, and I had a lot of fun on the show. The jokes are amazing, especially liked Riza's jokes, because Riza and Rika had some really fun jokes in the show. And I enjoyed the hilarity of Shino basically not wanting to tell that he likes Mukai, because Mukai, even though he's dating my best friend, so anyways, yeah, that was pretty fun, and I had a pretty alright time with this show. I don't know if we're gonna get season 3 or not, but for 2 seasons, it was a pretty alright and a pretty fun little show. So yeah, that's why it's number 3. The thing about this show too, also, the jokes really land for me. Like, a lot of this show's comedy is just hilarious to me. So yeah, number 3. Smartphone Isekai Season 2. I really enjoyed it. I love Toya building up his kingdom, and I love the girls' interactions with him. I also really enjoyed Toya and the rest of the girls' way of building up, like, the castle and everything they live in. And, Toya's new voice actor, Bryson Bogus, fits him so much better than freaking Jesse James Greel. So, yes, that's amazing. I'm so glad that he's voiced by him now. And also, new girls are pretty interesting. And I like watching Toya build up his kingdom and stuff from Isekai. It had a little bit of ecchi in it, but I actually don't think I watched any. No, I watched an ecchi this year, but it was like but it wasn't that bad compared to a lot of ecchi. So yeah, oh yeah, Kamikatsu is ecchi. Forgot about that. But yeah, he also had like a lot of fun interactions, and freaking. I loved the freaking king, like the king's way of talking to Toya, and that was pretty interesting. So, number 6. It's 6 actually. I'm sorry. Number 6 is Am I Actually the Strongest? Which is a really interesting isekai and one of 2 summer anime, because I forgot that freaking My Unique Skill is a summer anime. But it was a fun show. I had a lot of fun with freaking what's his name? That's probably gonna say it on the description. Haru. I had a lot of fun with Haru's thing, and Flay was like, let's go. We love Flay in this household. Shore was also pretty fun, and I really enjoyed watching him. Like, there's a bit of like action in it, but most of the shonen is pretty interesting. And of course, his way through the world, and I like the skeleton minions he had. The skeletons who lived in like the monster town he saved from. That was pretty awesome. Honestly, though, it was a pretty alright show. Not great, not bad, just good. But I feel like I had more fun with it than I probably should have. But it was still a pretty interestingly little fleshed out show. And I might check out, if I find the light novels for or manga for cheap, I might find it. I might read it some, because it sounds pretty interesting, but not like our number 4 spot, which actually gets the crown of the best isekai of the year. Oh wait, 4 is The Legendary Hero's Dead, which is not isekai. I'm stupid. Anyways, it's one of the best fantasy harem of the year, and my favorite spring seasonal. I really like The Legendary Hero is Dead because Toya is so Toka, man, I got a smartphone in my brain. Toka is like the best dirtbag pro tag ever. He actually has development. He's pretty fun. Rico Farja, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, sir, does a great job voicing him. And that's not all. Yuma is really fun because like Alexis Tipton just does a really fun voice for her. I really like both. I like the Necromancy Girl a lot, and the Princess is also pretty fun. And I really enjoy the action in the show is pretty fun. I love the comedy aspect of it, and I love when Alexis Tipton has to like Yuma has to go inside Toka's body, and then Alexis Tipton has like this manly voice. That's pretty hilarious, and I just have a lot of fun of this show, which is why it's number 4 because this is just awesome. So I'm kind of cheating with Nagatoro season 2, but I'm also not. So it is a winter seasonal from last year. So I'm completely fine. But I didn't watch during winter. I watched it during freaking I watched during fall actually. So but I really liked Don't Toy with Miss Nagatoro. Because I really enjoyed Nagatoro and what's his name? Freaking Nagatoro and Naoto or Hachioji. I really enjoy him a lot. Eric Kimmer does an amazing job as him. I love him. Maki is like really hilarious, and I love Yoshi because Yoshi is like we stand Yoshi in this house. But I really enjoy a lot of the other stuff about this show because it's a fun show. There's a lot of pretty hilarious moments to it, and I enjoy every character to an extent. I also really enjoy the fact that the two's relationship grows more in the show, and the two just enjoy their lives. And also, I'm glad I forgot this show for my winter Secret Santa because I really love this show, which is great. All right, number 2 is Peak, and I would honestly make this number 1 if number 1 didn't come out this year. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Loved You is my favorite anime of the year behind the next one. And 100 Girlfriends slaps. It's the best show. It's my favorite show. Oh my god, so first off, freaking I love Rentaro. Rentaro is like hilarious and great and stuff. All the girls amazing. Team Shizuka, I'm Team Shizuka. I really love Shizuka, but I also really like Kosari because the Breaking Bad jokes are really hilarious because yes, they have Breaking Bad jokes in the dub of the show. And then freaking Hanazono is really funny. I love her mom. I love that she's just like they have a whole drama episode and his mom's just like, okay, I see now. The end. And the comedy in the show slaps. It's so fun to hear the comedy of the show. It makes me just like laugh a lot. And I also got to say that the opening and outro are both a banger, and this show is just oh my god, I love this show this year. I'm so excited for season 2 next year. I really hope season 2 is just even more of the same because I had a lot of fun with this show, which is why it's number 2. Because it would be number 1 if I could have 2 number 1s, but I can't. Alright, here's the speed round of stuff I didn't finish. Classroom Heroes, never started. Farming Life in Another World, really fun. Farming's pretty cool. Hero Mincemeat's pretty great. Bleak Serpent's great in it. Liar was pretty interesting. I liked the maid lady, and I thought it was pretty cool because it was like basically island school, no game, no life, but school. Reborn as a Vending Machine was really awesome. Boxo is slaps, and I had a lot of fun with it, which I really enjoyed. Shangri-La Frontier is not done yet, but from what I watched, it's peak, like really peak. I really enjoyed Shangri-La Frontier. Temple was also really fun from what I watched. I need to finish it though. Demon Slayer Master Academy is still getting dubbed, so I can't say anything about it, but so far it's interesting. Reincarnation of the Strongest Action in the World. I actually was really liking this one. I could probably finish it up, and I might post my opinion in it once I finish it in the comments. And finally, last but not least, Peak 100. Zom 100 is really awesome. Just only 9 episodes dubbed still. So, Right. Number 1. Drumroll, please. It's Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim is just peak. This was my favorite anime of the year, and I binged this an entire Tuesday night, and god, did it impact me so much. The show is so much fun. I love the use of A-Punk and Police Truck in the show. They get the entire movie cast back, and all the characters are really fun. I like how it focuses on spoiler, Ramona more than Scott. and I really enjoyed the action and how freaking Matthew Patel has a bigger role in it, and Gideon's cool in it. And it was a great show, and I'm excited to see how they continue it, if they continue it. Please, Netflix, continue this! Also, I gotta say, Wallace is the best character in the show, and he makes Lucas Lee gay. Actually, no, he makes Todd Ingram gay, and it's like, yes, it was amazing. It was so much fun. And I gotta say, one other thing too, Kim Knives is really fun, Kim's fun, and young Neil is like my spirit animal. I am the young Neil of my friend group, so woohoo. Finally, I just want to say, this show had a really awesome animation style. I really enjoyed everything about the animation in this show, and it was just pretty good. Pretty dang good. Well, that's over. This year had a pretty good lineup, not gonna lie. I really enjoyed most of the shows I watched this year, and I'm so excited to see what winter brings. I might do this next year for winter 2025 too. And I'll actually be able to watch some more winter seasonals so I can say about it. But I had a great time this year watching anime seasonals, and I hope y'all enjoyed my ramblings about them. I just want to say that if you guys have any recommendations or anything for stuff I might like, please talk about it in the comments. And my Anime Planet and Discord will be in the comments too. So, whoop!